The most effective spider treatment that nobody talks about. Why? Because the pest control industry doesn't want you to know this. Because if you cut off the very things that spiders need to survive, you're gonna stop a problem before it even starts. Let's go. Today I'm going to show you our step-by-step proven method that we use every single day in our company to get rid of spiders out of homes and to keep them out of homes for good. I'm going to show you the key areas of where spiders hide, and reason why you're probably having a reoccurring spider problem is because you're probably missing a couple of these key areas. Okay, we're going to fix that today. Also, I'm going to show you the products that we're going to use. We're actually using 2 products today, and I'm going to show you how to use them and how to use them effectively. And yes, I'm going to answer the most #1 asked question on my channel. I'm going to go ahead and do it before you put a comment in the chat below, and it is this: is it safe for pets and is it safe for kids? The answer is yes. When these products are used according to the label, they are absolutely safe for your kids and for your pets, okay? But that's the key. You must use them exactly the way they were intended to be used, or there could be problems, okay? So read the instructions, read the label, watch this video, take notes, and we're gonna knock out these spiders. I'm in a house right now that the homeowner said, we've never seen a spider in this house the whole time we've been living here. Well, guess what? Guess who's been treating this house for the last 20 years? It's this guy. We've been taking care of this house. This lady's happy. And when this lady's happy, guess what? Everybody is happy. So let's get into this thing. Let me show you the first product is a product called Delta Dust. We love this product. It's going to be a key player in getting rid of all of your spiders in your home. And the reason why we like it is because it's very versatile, and it not only kills spiders, but it has a broad spectrum of insects on this label, okay? Because not only is this going to take care of the spiders in your home that are living in cracks and crevices, it's also going to take care of its food source. If you get rid of a spider's food source, then guess what? You're not going to have any spiders in your home. And so that's why we love this product, because 1, it lasts up to 8 months long. 2, is absolutely waterproof, so which means we can use in wet areas, which is in the kitchen, in the bathroom, and the exterior of your home, okay? And so this product is going to be something that you're going to want to get. I got an Amazon link down in the description below. Go check it out, and I guarantee this is going to last you a long time. Get one of these things right here. It's a bulb duster. I had a video that I used Delta Dust in, and everybody was asking me, where did I get this at? It's in the chat below. I'll show you where to do it. You open this thing up right here, just screw off the lid, and you pour it down in this bulb duster. You screw it back on. And this one, I chose to have an extension on this. It comes with a small tip. See how curved it is? Comes with a small curved tip, but it also comes with a long tip also. And you can actually buy extensions that are reaching to higher places as well. But I want to tell you real quickly, when you're using this product, you don't want to put a whole lot out. It's just a couple puffs. Less is better. We're already in this kitchen, so let's go ahead and start in the kitchen. There's a couple main areas in the kitchen that we want to look at, and one is going to be up underneath the refrigerator right here. Okay, spiders love to hide up underneath these refrigerators. Why? Because it's dark and it's a good hiding spot. And then most of the time you have roaches and you have ants and you have other bugs that like to hide up underneath this refrigerator. All you want to do is you can take your bulb duster, you can shake it up really good, and then you can get up underneath there and just give it some puffs. And that's all there is to it. In the next area, you guessed it, stove. And the reason why we want to be up underneath the stove is the same reason why we want to get up underneath the refrigerator, is that there's food that's up underneath here. And if you have a bug problem, you're going to have a spider problem. And we want to get rid of the spider's food source. And if we get rid of the spider's food source, guess what? You're not going to have any spiders. So let's get up underneath this stove really good. Like I said, it doesn't take a whole bunch, just a couple little puffs, and you're going to be fine. Another area that we overlook, it's a key area that we often overlook, and is going to be up underneath the sink. You see that crack? Oops. That crack right here around this drain? Those are key areas where spiders love to hide. And so you can take your bulb duster, get it right here. Now that dust is going all up in this little cavity right here. You remember I said it's going to last up to 8 months. It's waterproof. So it doesn't even matter if it gets a little wet. I actually did a video where I put this in my hand, just like this, and I closed it and I put it underneath the water and I opened it up and I brought it back up and it was completely dry. Another one of the key areas that we miss frequently all the time, and it's going to be these outlets. We don't think about treating inside these outlets. A lot of times it takes a little bit of effort to be able to unscrew this outlet cover. You can see right behind that electrical housing right there, and I can see the studs. And a lot of times we forget about these areas. Just put it in behind that plastic housing. And it's just that easy. Go to every outlet, go to every switch in your home, and do that same thing. And you're going to be amazed on how well this is going to be effective in getting rid of spiders. And not just spiders, but every other bug in your home. Okay, let's go check out another key area real quick. All right, you guessed it. Look at this. We got food bowls here. We got water bowls for the dogs. We want to make sure we stay away from that. But as long as we're using this according to the label, it's going to be fine. Up underneath the washer machine. You want to plow these to cracks and crevices. You don't want to puff it out into the open. And then one, you can inhale it. Two, it may land on a surface that you do not want it to land on. Delta dust is a neurotoxin. It affects the nervous system, okay? But the good thing is it's designed to affect the nervous system of insects and not mammals. That's why I like using Delta dust, because it does not affect the nervous system of mammals. That means us, your kids, and your dogs and your cats. Good deal. Underneath the laundry room sink, see, you have dog food. Pull that out. That's a perfect example right there of getting behind the wall void. See the holes in the cabinets right here? There's 3 holes in the cabinet. All I gotta say is just pick you one. And you got a curved tip, so that means you can curve it either way. Now all that dust is going to settle down in behind that wall void, where those insects are going to be crawling in behind and hiding, and those spiders are going to be back behind that wall void, hiding, waiting to get any type of insect. But now that you got that back there, you're good to go, and that's going to last 8 months. Another key area around homes that we do not think about very often, and it's going to be your furniture. We don't think about underneath the couches. And so you just simply, you can get up underneath your couch. Your dogs and your cats aren't going to be up underneath here. Let me give you the top 10 spider species that we have in our homes right now. This is the top 10, okay? It is the common house spider, cellar spiders, cobweb spiders, the black widow, the famous brown recluse spider, wolf spider, and jumping spiders. Wow, that's the top 10. Also, here's a fun fact about brown recluse spiders. I can tell you that they're mainly in the Midwest, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Texas. But let me tell you where they're not at. A lot of people think they're in Florida. They are not in Florida. 90 to 95% of all the proclaimed brown recluse sightings in Florida have been through misidentification. There are no known established populations of brown recluse spiders in Florida. Now, I know there's going to be a lot of people, they're going to fight me over that. They're going to put it in the chat below. They're going to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. But this is a fact, Jack, is that there's no brown recluse spiders in Florida. And if they have been, there are occasional sightings because they've been brought in through a box or through some other means. But here's the thing, they're not in Florida. They're going to be out in the Midwest. They're not in Florida. But here's the one spider that we do have in Florida, and it is the black widow spider. It has a red hourglass shape on its belly, underneath its belly. And so we got the black widow and also a brown widow. So those are the two poisonous ones, black widow, brown recluse. If you live in Florida, don't have to worry about it. But if you're in Texas, Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, those kind of places, you got to worry about brown recluses. And so this video is for you. All right. Let's get on to the next hot spot, and that's going to be our bedroom. We have our dressers right here. A lot of times we don't think about this area, but spiders like to hide up in these little areas right behind here, up in here. And so just take your dust. It doesn't take a lot. And that's all there is to it. Now let's go into a closet, because that is a main area that we do not think about at all. There's lighting in the top of this ceiling. Putting this in the cracks and crevices. A lot of times there'll be gaps up underneath the baseboard. There's no gaps underneath this baseboard at all. There's shoe molding right here. But if there was, you could get up underneath the baseboard and then treat up underneath these baseboards. Most of the houses that we do go into have gaps up underneath the baseboard. This house does not. So any cracks up underneath the baseboard is going to definitely be an area that you're going to want to treat. Okay, now we moved out into the garage, and the garage is going to be a hot spot for spiders. Okay, and so you want to look for every crack and crevice in your garage. And one area that we always like to get in is going to be behind these cabinets. You see all these cabinets right here? This is a crack and crevice. Spiders love to hide in garages. So many places for them to hide. A lot of time they're up here in the corners. There's no spiders up here in that corner. I'm not going to treat that area right now. Garages are known for their clutter. There's a lot of stuff going on right in here. You see that area right up in here? That's going up into the attic. Perfect area. These corner areas are perfect. You got to actually look around, and you'll see a lot of little gaps in your garage. Get some in that gap. Good thing this thing has a curved tip. Spiders love to hang out up there. You see all of this clutter? If you get some dust in behind this area right here, window sills, here's a gun safe, another cabinet, even up top would be a great place to put this dust. Behind the water heater, these are all underneath the water heater. Now right here, you can see in the garage, there's a gap underneath this baseboard. Another wall outlet you can take off. Now the inside is done, let's focus on the outside. I got a few more areas on the outside that I want to show you with the Delta Dust, and then I'll show you the second product that we use, and this is definitely going to be a game changer for keeping insects out. And if we can keep the insects out, you're going to keep the spiders out. So let's go. If you have any areas like this behind shutters, You can see the dust. That dust is getting all behind that shutter. Spiders love to hang out there. Any of these little areas, right in here, all up top. The thing is, it's going to take a while to go around your house and make sure that you get every area, but it's going to be worth it. Like I said, what does it last? 8 months, right? And so it's going to take a little bit of time. You got to go through it with a fine-tooth comb and make sure you get every area. You don't want to leave any areas, because if you do, you're going to have insects. And if you have insects, you're going to have what? You guessed it, spiders. Now, this is one of my favorite areas that I love to treat for spiders or any type of insect, and it's going to be this area right here. This is a wheat pole in the brick. Let's get this dust in behind these wheat poles. On the other side of that, you're going to have your slab, and then you're going to have, there's a gap in between your brick and your slab, and then you're going to have your 2x4s. And if bugs can get inside that hole, they can get inside your house, right? So you got to think. You got to think. Any area that they can get in, you got to treat it. So take your bulb duster, get it in there real good. Also, a bonus tip, whenever you're dealing with wheat poles, earwigs. Earwigs are nasty, ugly little creatures. They're about this long, and they're brown, and they have pinchers on the backside of them. They're actually beneficial insects, but they come in sometimes when it's raining. They get in the bathroom, they get in the kitchen, the wife's not happy. But if you can kill these earwigs before they get in, man, the wife's going to be super happy. All right. But also too, if you can keep those earwigs out, you're going to keep the spiders out also. Other key areas is going to be up underneath behind these gutters and behind gutter downspouts. Last but not least, let's don't forget about any electrical wiring that may be going from the outside on the inside of your house. You see, we have the electrical box here. You can treat behind the electrical box. Also too, you see that area? Any electrical wiring that's going inside your house, treat those areas. You see that gap right here? Look at that. That thing's huge. Man, anything could go through that gap. Get it in there real good. Treat it. This is going up to the attic. You can get in behind this spot right here. I'm telling you, there's so many areas on the outside. Take your time, go around and get every crack and crevice treated with this dust. You're going to kill off the food source of these spiders, and you're not going to have any spiders at all. Now let's move into the second product that I want to show you. And I love this product. We use it every single day in our company, and I know you're going to love it as well. Also too, if you have an attic, you can go up into the attic and you can treat trusses around ridge vents, any of those areas. I'm not going in the attic today because it is 100 degrees here in Florida. It's at the end of July. I'm not going up there. You can go up there and do that. But I can tell you right now, you can go up into the attic area. You can also go into a crawl space, treat around the plumbing up underneath the crawl space, treat any areas where you have the floor joists, the subfloor, and it's going to be just as powerful. So don't forget to go in the attic and underneath the house if applicable. Okay, last but not least, this is our next product, final product. This is a powerful combination. This is Suspend Polyzone. I love this product. When it's sprayed at the high rate, which is going to be the top line right here, it can last up to 3 months around the outside of your home. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put 0.75 fluid ounces in this backpack sprayer that I have. You can put it in a pump up sprayer, 1 gallon of water, 0.75 fluid ounces. That's going to be the top line. Fill to the top. This stuff is super, super thick because once it's dry, you can't rub it off, you can't scrub it off, you can't spray it off. The sun doesn't break it down. It is there for 90 days. And so whenever you take this in conjunction with the dust, which lasts 8 months, you have a powerful combination, not just to get rid of insects, but to get rid of your spider problem, and they never return ever again. The thing is about this Suspend Polyzone, you need to shake it up very well. Shake it, shake it, shake it. You need to shake it up very well, and try to use every bit of it. And if for some reason you don't need a 1 gallon, you can cut it the whole rate in half and use a half a gallon, but make sure you try to get rid of all the solution that you mix up, because if not, that Suspend Polyzone will settle down to the very bottom of that tank. And when it settles down there, it almost kind of looks like Teflon tape. It gets really gummy, and it can stop up your sprayer. So make sure you try to spray it all out around the outside of your home, that you don't have anything left over, okay? Now let's go around the outside of this home, and I'm gonna show you exactly where to treat. I got my battery powered backpack sprayer, and I'm ready to go. You may have a pump up sprayer. I got a battery powered one. I do this every day. I'm not gonna pump up this thing at every single house, but this backpack sprayer is amazing. So you just want to go around the outside of the house, hit your windows and doors. I like to hit the eaves. Also do a barrier. Don't forget the front door and back door. Make sure you get around those weep holes really good. Man, this backpack sprayer is nice. I know my guys are loving me for getting these things for them. Around your outlets. Have any outdoor space. Have any outdoor boxes, make sure you get around them real well. And don't be afraid to even come out here a little ways. Hey, I also have a video. It's titled "The Most Effective German Cockroach Treatment Nobody Talks About." Check it out right here. This house is loaded with German cockroaches. If you have a weak stomach, don't watch it. But if you want to go see something crazy, go check it out. You're going to love it. Okay, last but not least, let me show you something. It's a bonus thing. I didn't plan on doing this until last minute. What you can do to help keep spiders away for good is to get you one of these cobweb dusters and a pole. It screws in right to the very top of this thing right here. Okay, I got this in the paint section at Home Depot. You can get one of these cobweb dusters and go around your eaves and knock down any spider webs that you may have. So if you have some around the doors, this is a pro tip. We sweep for spider webs at every single house we go to, and we go to every house every 3 months. That's 4 times a year. So every house is gonna get swept for spider webs at least 4 times a year. And I'm gonna tell you something, the least amount of calls we get is for spiders because we do a good job at getting rid of them. Our most #1 call is gonna be ants. That's gonna be the biggest one. Get you one of these. This is a pro tip. that nobody talks about. Nobody talks about using this thing right here. It's amazing. Get rid of the cobwebs, use the duster, use the suspend polysone, and you're going to be good. And so listen, I hope this video was helpful to you. I want to thank y'all for watching this video. If you have any comments, put them in the chat below. I promise you I will do my dead level best to get back to you. If you have any questions, if you have any pictures you want to email to me about a bug that you want to know what it is, send them to me. That's info@aerops.com. All right, send any pictures or comments to that email and I'll get back to you. So thank you for watching. I love you guys and God bless.